Video editing is truly time consuming, especially if you are working in a very large project where you have lots of files to edit and all of that. So because of that, I'm creating a series of tutorials to show you how you can speed up your editing time as much as possible. On this video series, I'll be taking one by one some of these tools here, how they can really come in hand to help you speed up your editing process. And today I want to take a look at the Ripple Edit tool and then the Remix tool right here. So support me on this one. Do not forget to like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, then turn on the notification, come back and let's get started. I already started a new project and then imported these footages and laid them on the timeline right here. If you are a beginner and you want to know how I get to this point, I already made a video where I cover how to edit a video from start to finish in Adobe Premiere Pro. So you can take a look at that on the card above. So once you have your videos on your timeline, you can see there are two videos. If I select, there are two different videos. The Ripple tool come in hand when you want to trim this video like this. You can see that normally if you just place your cursor at the end of the clip, it turns red and an arrow appears. You can select either trim in or trim out depending on what the length of your video is. But if you do that, that will leave a space here. Another way you can do it, pick the razor tool, you just cut where you want to cut, select the part you want to remove, hit backspace or delete button to remove it, but you still have to bring this closer to close in the gap. That is where the Ripple tool can come in hand and make this with just a single click instead of these multiple clicks. So to access the Ripple tool, you come here. If it is not active, you select and hold and select the Ripple Edit tool, or you hit R on your keyboard to activate it. So for example, if you take your arrow here, you can see at the edge of the clip here, once you have your cursor there, everything changes now. So if you pull in, that is going to close in the gap automatically. You see, with just a single click, you have been able to remove the part you don't want and it closed the gap for us. And that is how the Ripple tool works very quickly in Adobe Premiere Pro. So now let's take a look at the Remix tool. The Remix tool is usually used to remix an audio in Adobe Premiere Pro timeline. For example, this is the audio I want to use. If you go to the edge, you can see that that is the end of the audio. You cannot extend it. You can only crop it in. And if you go to this edge, you can see that you can also not extend it. You can only trim it in. So that is where the remix audio comes, the remix tool comes in handy. If you check on the timeline now, you will see that the audio does not extend to the end of our clip right here. So for example, you move this to this point and you want this audio to automatically fill in the space here and then give you a good fill sound instead of copying and duplicating. So but first, before we use the remix tool, let's take a listen to what the audio sound like so that we can know the difference when the remix tool has finished doing its work. You can see that the audio, the music background stopped playing and the video is still playing on. Now let's put the remix tool to work. If you go back to the Ripple tool set, right here, if you select and hold, you will see the remix tool right below the drop down. Select that, then come to the end of your audio, click, then select, drag until you cover the area you want it to fill in. It has filled in the space here. So now let's take a listen. You can see that it did quite a beautiful job remixing this audio without you knowing exactly when it stopped before, and it mixed it quite smoothly. So that is how the Ripple Edit tool and the Remix tool works in Adobe Premiere Pro. If you find this video helpful, please like the video, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you have not yet, and then if you have any question, you can ask me in the comment. I will do quick to answer whatever question you have quickly. Until I see you again on the next one, my name is SSB Otaru from MotionDigit Studios.